terror trail. New details about this man, an al-Qaeda operative who's been living in the U.S. and communicating with top terrorists overseas. The war zone. The American plan to root out enemy fighters in Iraq, why it may not be so easy. Decision 2004, our new series, Divided We Stand. Tonight, the all-out fight for Hispanic voters. And star power. Here in Athens, this American teenager chasing a record 8 gold medals at the Summer Olympic Games.
This is NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw, reporting tonight from Athens.
Good evening from Athens, where the opening ceremonies for the Olympic Games are now just 2 nights away, and Greece is ready. And out there tonight in this ancient country, in uniform and undercover, Greek, NATO, American, and other security forces from around the world are on duty, determined to keep the games, the athletes, and the spectators safe from any terrorist attacks. Meanwhile, back in the U.S., federal authorities are closely questioning an American arrested earlier this year in connection with a terrorist threat in London. And as NBC Pete Williams reports tonight, authorities want to know whether the well-traveled suspect has information about the recently disclosed threats against American financial institutions.
U.S. officials tonight say this man, Mohammed Junaid Babar, has turned out to be a tantalizing figure in the investigation into the al-Qaeda plot to attack the 5 buildings in New York City, Washington, D.C., and Newark. It turns out he also met top al-Qaeda leaders earlier this year in Pakistan. Babar was actually arrested in March and, as NBC News reported last week, pleaded guilty in secret in June, admitting his part in a plan to bomb targets in London. A huge sweep by British police broke that up in late March. Babar was born in the U.S., raised in a New York City suburb, but has no love for his birthplace.
I did grow up there, but that doesn't mean that my loyalty is with the Americans. My loyalty has always been, is, and forever will be with the Muslims.
Now authorities are exploring a possible connection between Babar and members of another British cell arrested last week, which included Asa al-Hindi, the man believed to have done most of the